Moving on to applying, we have the app Quizlet, which is very helpful. I feel like many people know what it is, but it's a great tool to use for all students of any ages. So right off the bat, when you go and you're on the home page, you see your recents, and you see things that you looked at in the past. And then you can move on to your progress. When you do the progress on Quizlet, with the Learning Assistant, you can track your studying across study modes so you know where to focus next. So it tells you to try Quizlet Plus, but you can try it for 7 days free, but you're still going to have to put your debit card in and try it. But it is pretty cheap, I'd say, for Quizlet Plus, so it could be a very helpful option in the future. So basically what progress is, it looks at some of the stuff you've looked at before and sees how you've been doing on them and stuff like that. Moving on to sets. So here in sets, you can create a set, which is basically creating your new flashcards. So if you create a new set, you just you can add a label or diagram, drag and drop an image. You can import a set from Word, Excel, Google Docs, and many more. You can change it from visible to everyone to people with a password or just yourself. You can edit people with a password, just yourself. Here's all the things you can do within the flashcards to create them and make them your own. And then you can add an image here within your flashcard to help you study more, helps with memorization and stuff like that. Going back, now we look at folders. So we can create a folder here. We can make it Bloom's applying tool. And when we create a folder, we can just go right back to here, and then we can add a set that we previously had or create a new set for this folder. Moving on from the folder, you can see we have classes. So right now I'm not in any classes with my current courses that I'm taking, but you could either join or create a new class, and you can name it. And then once you name it, you can name it anything, Tyler's class. And once you add it, you can either request to join one that with the same name, or you can create your own one and invite people within your class to join, and you guys can share your sets and your folders to help study with each other, which is very helpful. Okay, moving on, when you go back to the home screen and you click on one of the sets, you see on the left side that there's multiple ways to study. You have the original, just regular flashcards where you can go back and forth and just keep going back and forth to see how good they are to study. You can go learn, which is very helpful. I feel like when you hit learn, it's basically like a mini quiz. They tell you what kind of studying you want to do. Mastery and how well do you know this? It's all new to me. And you can try for free, and then it tells you to go back, but you shouldn't really have to do that. And then when you go back, you can write them. So you can type the answers in, and then if you don't know, it can tell you the correct answer. Next, when you go back, you can spell them out. It's simple, just type what you hear, which I feel like could also help because I'm a auditory learner. I like to listen to people tell me how it goes. And then lastly, there's like a test, basically. And once you finish the test, it tells you to check your answers, and it tells you all the correct answers to help you make sure you remember everything. You can play games too, including match. So once you start the game, you just like match them correctly. See if you're wrong, but once they're right, then they go away. This is very helpful. I feel like this is one that I enjoy using myself. Lastly, there is another game, Gravity, which is pretty fun, and it's different definitely, but I like to use it. So you type your answer once you see the question, and if you get it right, that disappears basically. And yeah, that's pretty much it.